we probably could. People who struggle with pathological lying lie pathologically with an admirable degree of consistency. Is that healthy? No. But where does it all come from? A fragile sense of self. Just like with anything else with life, if you have a fragile sense of self, you have to constantly feed yourself different bits of information that maintain that sense of self. Otherwise, it just crashes in your hands and you start having an existential crisis. And most people will try and avoid having an existential crisis because that's not very pleasant. You start questioning your existence. You start questioning whether your life is worth living, and that can lead you to depression. And depressed people are also very consistent with being depressed. Yet we do not praise them for it. If you're just starting out with a healthy lifestyle, it's crucial that you shift your focus from just showing up to why you're showing up, when you're showing up, where you're showing up, and whether you should be showing up in that particular place instead of another one. A lot of bodybuilders take it to the place where they start using steroids, which is not healthy at all, yet we continue to praise them on their discipline and consistency. Whereas instead, what's happening is this person is trying to feed a certain void within them by showing themselves evidence that they are worthy. Worthy of what? Worthy of belonging to a certain group that they wish that they would belong to. And yes, a lot of people make it into reality, but that reality revolves around them performing the same ritual over and over and over again, where in the end they become that ritual instead of being a person. If something happens in life where they are not able to show up in the exact same way, they literally crumble in front of your eyes. Their whole sense of self shatters because all that they know about themselves, everything that they have built revolved around just one single thing. And if you take that one single thing away from them, they simply don't know who they are anymore. And that's not health. That isn't healthy, because what can start happening in your body is inflammation, stress response, and rigidity. Your mind will get used to that habit. And I know, because I get really used to different rituals. I know that unless I challenge those rituals, unless I challenge the discomfort I experience, I will get stuck in that ritual, and it will turn into a cycle where I can only exist happily if the cycle is complete and repeated. And I do not want my life to be revolved around a certain cycle. I do not want to revolve in cycles. I want my life to be, wherever it may take me. And that requires a degree of mental flexibility, not just physical. Commitment and obsession are very different. And I think it's really important that as a society we start to draw a boundary between those two, because obsession can show up not only in your relationship with gym, with the person, with your job, or literally anything else. The only thing you should potentially be obsessed with is having capacity to flow freely, because life is in the movement. And if you're constantly stuck in the same cycle, even if it is a cycle of exercise, that movement turns into rigidity, and rigidity turns into inertia.